Hi, Jeff Ray here, President and CEO, Southland Regional Chamber. We're continuing our candidate conversations. Today, I'm sitting down with Bill Sniadecki. Bill is a candidate for Southland Community School Corporation District 3. District 3 seat. Bill, welcome. Good to have you on this afternoon.
Thank you.
Great. So, Bill, you've been around, you served in this position before, so you're certainly no stranger to folks. But in the event that folks don't know you very well, can you just tell us a little bit about, kind of yourself, your background, your history a little bit?
All right, I've been in the community all my life. Served in the military. I started off as going to the trades part of the education, and I became a mechanic, an electrician, and so on. And throughout the years, I worked for multi-million companies like NIPSCO, and I started off as soon as I got out of the Army as went with Jim Hammond's Oldsmobile as an assistant parts manager, and I'm no stranger to the financial part and human resource or in anything like that. And so most of the places I retired 22 years at the city, in both in trades and into management. I guess I'm very well known in the community. My whole goal is, and I did that all my life, is dedicating my life to help people that had hardships, and even when I was in the trades, I try to help out that way. And I was on the school board for 12 years, and as you know, school board is not politics. It's not supposed to be politics. I just found out this morning. I was looking at the other board that they got set up, and you're part of that board, I understand. And
Part of the empowerment zone board. Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly what your duties are or what you if you oversee the board or whatever, but part of the board is on your committee. In fact, the lady that's I'm running against is a board. Uh, so, but the bottom line, you know, I just I just got an article to the Viewpoint, like most of the candidates are doing, and they just called me and stated, and it wasn't a long article, but it was facts, and they told me they probably couldn't publish it because they couldn't prove the facts, and everything on there is through. I've been watching board meetings, and for example, like offering superintendent a 5-year contract. Well, nothing in the history of South Bend School Corporation has that happened. As you know, and uh, uh, you approved it, and when we hired the last superintendent, we raised the salary by quite a bit. And I think to get qualified people, we need to do that. And so I'm all in favor of that. Then we turn around and that I put in the article, and I'm against the 5 contract. I think you got another year on there. I think they should wait till after uh, if a new board or when they find out who's going to be on the board after January, and then they could make that decision. There's some issues like uh, they want to hire 2 more administrators. I was just on the board meeting to, uh, oh, they're saying a community center at Brown, but it was designated as a place to for them 2 administrators to go there and have the public get their records expunged. I think by Judge Gamage, and I'm not opposed of that. The fact it shouldn't come out of the school corporation money. That money is for our kids. That's a project. Uh, uh, far as you could get involved in it, the chamber, the St. Joe County, and the city of South Bend, and I would be gladly donate the billing for that purpose. But for hiring administrators and two more administrators, we went all the way from 0 to 7 or 8 assistant superintendents, and then we turn around and hire uh, consultants to tell them what to do. I mean, we pay good money, especially superintendent, and that's what he's supposed to do. And it's a board's obligation to let him do his job as long as he's doing it right. And I truly believe that. And one of the superintendents I felt was the best superintendent was Robert Zimmerman when he was here. He didn't last very long because the board wanted to get rid of him. But the community loved him. I think the chamber loved him. The parents loved him. The teachers loved him. He went to these buildings, and I think that's what we need: the superintendent to designate how he wants these buildings to be run. And they need to uh, let their help do it. But what Zimmerman did, he went visited these schools and make sure it's being done right. And then if it's not, then they answer to him. Same thing with uh, uh, it's I lost my track of thinking right now. But if you want to add, and if I think about that, I'll bring it back up. I can't hear you at all.
My apologies. I muted for a quick second there. So Bill, you had a front row seat for 10 years or 12 years as a school board member, and thank you for your service there. So that gave you a chance to sort of see firsthand some of the challenges that the corporation faced. You obviously have kept close tabs also now on what's going on there. What would you identify as some of the biggest challenges that the corporation has going forward?
Well, the biggest challenge, and no one has brought that up at these forums that I attended, uh, but the biggest challenge is really out of uh, the control of the board. I feel they voted on it yesterday to go back to school, but they are not medical people. I think we got to go back on on the advice of the medical profession and to go strictly at for the safety of our kids, our teachers, and our workers. And so their plan on going back to school, I think is shouldn't have happened. And I'm praying and hoping that it does not spread like at Notre Dame. And they're just, I heard just that, I think it was Riley, one of Riley's girls' teams got, and I don't think that's been publicized yet. I think volleyball or something like that has someone called the virus, and so they're kind of up for um being a 14-day suspension and stuff like that. And I just we need to I don't have the skills as a medical person. Nobody on that board does, and I think we need to. I know we need somehow to get the kids back to school, but we have to do it safely. It's not worth having one child get the virus and then spreading it to older adults, parents, and so on. So I don't think there is no true system that's available that will protect. The main thing once we get back to school, for South Bend schools to be successful, and if you look at these private schools, that they're not any more successful than schools, and they offer South Bend schools offer more than anybody else, and the only schools that are more successful is, and I was looking up statistics the other day, is the Catholic schools. And you look at the national average for class size in is 13 to 1 teacher ratio to child ratio. Uh, St. Joe is 17 to 1, and Marion is 15 to 1. And the only possible, just like a mother with 5 kids and a parent with 2 kids, they could spend more time with them 2 kids than a parent with 5 kids. And the only way South Bend School is going to be successful, I don't think the question was asked, what can we do to bring the families back? Well, they didn't like my answer. I told them we probably cannot do that. We need to concentrate on keeping the families we have, to making sure that they the new families that come in are getting the best education possible. And the only way that could happen is by lowering that class size. And we got the buildings. We got and another thing I am hearing from the public is K through 8. In Kansas City, I did a study when I was on the board about Kansas City. Kansas City started some K through 8s, and then they went with the whole state. And I think that age, the kids learn from kids. A sibling with another sibling in the same school, especially for that many years, will progress more, just feel more here with their brothers and sisters in that same school, and they don't have to adjust to after 4 years different environment, and then after a couple more years got to adjust to another environment of another school. And that's what that's where we lost majority. If you go back in the records, we lost most of uh, for years now. Not as much people as people think to private school. They eventually went to private schools, but they we lost them because they had fifth graders in middle school. And I've been preaching for years the fifth graders don't belong because of the public. These are not my ideas; these are publics, and they didn't want their fifth graders into. And so you a huge uh, drop in attendance between a fourth grade and a fifth grade. And they finally went back to putting fifth graders in the middle, in the primaries. But I think now we need to open up at least a couple K through 8s in each corner of the districts, and then grow from there. And I think you're going to see uh, the success. And if we keep the class sizes down, you'll even see success, and you'll see more teachers that would want to come to South Bend School Corporation, and keep the pay competitive, and put not only the teachers but the always preach to the board about uh, the science of a board is like a body. You know, one can't function the other. You know, you got the heart, which is the teacher. You got the brain that's supposed to be the administrators, and then all the rest, the hands, the other are coming from the other facilities, bus drivers and aides and stuff like that. And when one goes awry, the whole body dysfunctions. And so it's important for us not to just kind of on one thing. And my heart's there. I'm not a politician. I'll never be a politician. I don't want to be a politician. I just want to do my best and be open to the community and uh, help these children get the best education possible.
Great. Bill, thank you so much. We've run through our time. You've touched on a lot of subjects. Thank you so much for your service for 12 years and for your interest in seeking this again. We wish you great luck as the next month goes and you're finishing your campaign, and good luck on Election Day come November. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.